Have you thought about moving to Portland and you would like to know more about Canby, the small town of Canby? Well, in today's video, we're going to be diving into all things Canby, and if you stick around, we're also going to share with you 3 really exciting houses that represent what you can get in Canby, and we're getting after it right now.
If this happens to be your first time to the channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living in the greater Canby area or Portland metro area, then make sure you click that subscribe button, tap the notification bell, do a little dance, and so that you can be the first to know about everything happening in our market.
I'm Ann Stewart. This is Erica Hagfirst. We're your go-to gals when you're thinking about making that move. We love our community, so thanks for being a part of it. And if you are making a move, all of our contact information is listed below. Call, email, text. We will jump on a Zoom or a call with you and help you make the smooth transition to the Portland metro area. So we are going to head over to Gwyn's Willamette Coffee House. Who doesn't love a good coffee house in the quaint little downtown area of Canby? All right, so Erica's going to show off some of the artwork. Something we have in our community, some of these towns, is artwork just shows up. Isn't that cute? And it's right in front of the coffee shop, which we're going to take you through here shortly.
Cute little bike.
Oh yeah, if you want to bike down. The nice thing about downtown Canby is it's all flat. So if you live down here or close to it, it's easy to walk or bike. All right, we're sitting outside of the coffee house. We just got ourselves a beverage.
Thank you, Gwyn.
Yes, thank you. And we thought we'd give you guys a summary on Canby so you could kind of familiarize yourself with it a little bit better. Erica, let's talk about Canby. Summarize it for us. Like, where's it located, all the things?
So Canby's about 25 miles south of Portland. It's at the southern edge of what we would truly consider the Portland metro. We're definitely well within the boundaries of Clackamas County. But when people think about the Portland metro area, we're getting pretty far south. We're about 30 miles north of Salem. So we're kind of sit right there in the middle. It's a real nice area. You're not that far off of I-5. You've got really good access to that. And then also Highway 99 on the east side. It's kind of your quintessential small town feel.
Yep.
It's super awesome. It's got a great downtown area, lots of fantastic local businesses. You know, we've got this coffee shop behind us. There's a bakery across the street. There's, you know, the bar shop, bar and grill.
Banks, little restaurants.
Yeah, I mean, you've got all of your amenities here. You've got Cuts First, that's a mouthful, by the way. Market, which is a locally owned thriftway, part of theirs. But then you've also got big things like your Fred Meyer's. You've got a Safeway. You've got a Marshall's. You've got all of the stores that you really need for your day-to-day living. And on top of that, it definitely has this small town, wonderful feel. Now, what's also super cool about Canby is it has a lot of business to it. So it's known for its rich soils and agriculture. Farming is a big, big industry here.
Farming.
Yeah, but it's got the largest dahlia farm is in Canby, and that would be Swan Island. It's a super cool place. You can go see they breed. They've got almost 50 acres and they have 370 varieties, and they're always hybrid, like making hybrids. So they've got lots of options for you to choose from. They've got an online store. You can also go to their in-person store on the farm. They do tours, and then I believe it's August or September, they do a big Dahlia Festival, and people come out and it's free and it's absolutely fantastic. So definitely a sight to see if you like flowers, and even if you don't, you've got some really amazing colors to see at that time. And then on top of that, they also have a lot of manufacturing, big metal industry, which is almost kind of funny because they're kind of on like either side of the town a little bit. So, you know, it has a lot of business here, but you don't get that big town feel. So I think that's the coolest thing. They've got some other amenities in town. They've got a swim center, which is fantastic if you need to keep swimming or rehab for fitness classes, swimming lessons. And then on top of that, they have the Willamette Valley Country Club. And what's cool about this country club is it's not just for the golfer. It's not just for the person who wants to quote unquote feel elite. They've got several different levels of membership from a social level, because they do a lot of social things. They've got some great restaurants at the facility. It's beautifully kept. And the golf course is absolutely amazing. All the way up to the full, like, I want to golf, or, and that's all I want to do and whatnot. And then it's bordered by, we've got 2 rivers that kind of converge here or run through Canby. You've got the Molalla River, and there's actually a state park, the Molalla River State Park, which is very cool. It's got some off-leash dog areas. It's got miles of walking trails. And then there's also the Willamette River. So you get a little bit of everything here. Like Ann said earlier in the video, it's pretty flat in Canby. That's super cool. So if you want to have relatively flat land, you're in luck. If you, for walking purposes, downtown, very easy, very accessible. You're not gonna have to worry about inclement weather and not being able to get around. The other super cool thing that we'll dive into is that Canby's got a little bit of everything in terms of housing. So we have a lot of new construction coming into the area, but there's also an older part of Canby. And with that, we have a lot of one-level homes. For all of you retirees, all of you who are looking for one levels, this is absolutely fantastic. And what's really cool is you've got an area where they're like wide streets, big, like quarter-acre plus lots.
Yep.
Nice one-level homes. Some of them have been updated and some of them need a little bit more love, but lots of options here. Now, some people would think it used to be a little bit cheaper back in the day, but Canby's catching up. It's a little boutique community that people are starting to learn about because the schools are great too. So, I mean, it's kind of
it's a community.
It is just such a fantastic little community. They do a lot of kind of little festivals, and there's a big push for small town shopping or small business shopping. There's also the Clackamas County Event Center and Fairgrounds are located here in Canby, and so they do a rodeo during the summer. They hold the county fair here. And then even at Christmas, they did a huge lights show that you could walk through. And what's cool is that Canby's not that big. It's about, I think maybe 3 square miles. And so it's very walkable. I love this community so much. It's super cool. And
it's also like, people always want to have that small town feel, but they still don't, they want to be so far out that it's just not, doesn't work if they have any kind of work commute. And the nice thing about Canby, like Erica mentioned, is that while it is further out and it's a smaller town, you butt up against Oregon City, and you can jump on the I-5 lickety split. And one thing to mention is we talk a lot about traffic in other cities. There really isn't traffic here in Canby. That's because it's kind of its own standalone town. There's not like, lots of commuter traffic isn't running through here. It's mostly local traffic. And so you can kind of take, the back roads to get to, the I-5 or to Newburgh or to go south towards Salem, or you can get on Highway 99, hit up Oregon City, or jet down Highway 99 without there being a ton of traffic.
Yeah.
And get to like the east side or, kind of that 205 area. So, for a lot of people, when they're concerned about being farther out, they're concerned about being too far away from amenities. But quite honestly, this is a town that you can have all of your amenities, your dentist, your bank, your grocery shopping, a lot of different, services and businesses are here. So you don't really have to leave. But if you want to, you're not far from everything.
Yeah, exactly. It's kind of the best of both worlds. You've got access to, bigger towns. You've got everything you need, though, right here. And that's the absolute best part of it.
Right.
That was a local saying, that's right.
And you said 76.
Oh my goodness, she just said she'd been here since 76. So there, and that is something to be aware of, is that people in Canby, like, they stay here. And when I got into real estate 20 years ago, I remember, like, it was very much like people didn't sell their houses that often. It was very much a generational thing that got, either the farms got passed along through generations, or people just stayed here and they knew each other. There's a lot more influx for obvious reasons. Portland is expanded, people are moving further out, but in general, Canby still has that small town community feel, and that's something that is really hard to find anymore.
It is. So this place is super cool. This is Oregon City Brewing, and they actually have, obviously their brewery, and you can buy beers and all that good stuff. And then they have food carts attached. Absolutely fantastic. Just went there the other night. They had great burgers, Pound Town smash burgers. And they've got Mexican food. They've got a big barbecue place, smoked meats. It's really fantastic. And the prices are super reasonable. And they've got covered and heated seating areas, so you can go there during the evening hours when it's maybe not quite as warm out. And, you know, you've got good, secure places to eat and enjoy your food.
Driving through kind of the downtown older neighborhoods, you can see there's just lots of ranches like we mentioned. You know, it's just kind of an older 1960s, 50s, 70s, 80s, kind of an eclectic, you know, era. But all these houses are just, you know, well loved. There's parks around here. And as we mentioned too, it's flat and very walkable. So if you're looking for the ability to be close to downtown, get close to the food carts, the coffee shops, and, you know, just be able to walk around, this is kind of the best of both worlds. Some of these places, they've, you know, updated the houses. They've added on garages or RV parking, and just really cute kind of beaver cleaver.
All right, so this is one example of what you can get in Canby. So this house is listed at $534,000. It's almost 1,800 square feet. It's a 4-bedroom, 3-bath. Now, the floor plan's a little bit funny in here, so I would probably still consider it a 3-bedroom, but it is still 3-bath. There has been a business run out of part of the garage, so it's only a 1-car garage, but this is a huge lot. And what's super cool about this little neighborhood is it's got really wide streets. You know, this house has RV parking, which is almost a requirement in this.
When you're looking in this area.
Yeah, because you get a lot of, like, you know, people who have a camper or a trailer or some sort of, you know, even if it's just a utility trailer, you want some place to park it, or boat parking, whatever. You got options. But huge covered deck in the back. And the finishes are nice. I mean, you could easily move into this house and then upgrade and personalize as you see fit, but total bargain at $534,000 and almost 1,800 square feet. All right, so we are at a new construction build site. This is actually a fantastic local builder. And that's kind of the story of Canby as well, is that, you know, it is a small town, older town feel. However, because it's becoming popular, there is new construction that is happening out here, and you can get some fantastic deals as far as new construction goes. So a lot of these have pre-sold already, but there are still options available. We're looking at like a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, almost 2,300 square feet, is listed for less than $600,000. That's pretty darn good. It is a 2-story. These are on, you know, 5,000 to 7,000 square foot lots. So not the biggest lots ever, but not the smallest either. And this is an excellent option if somebody's looking to get small town feel, but doesn't want to maybe personalize or spend that much, you know, time renovating their property. So you've got some really fantastic options. I know I sold one last year, same situation. I think the home was a year old. Beautiful home, back to green space. They absolutely love it, and they got a smoking deal on it. So, you know, if new construction's your jam, but you still want to, you know, country town feel, this is still your place. All right, so our third home is a biggie. It is a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, almost 3,400 square feet. That is a lot of square footage. If you're needing some space for your family, or you want to expand your family, or just have lots of space for your pets, this could be an option for you. So we are on the kind of the outskirts of town, which is still very close in, and it's on a good sized lot. So 7,000 to 10,000 square foot lot. So you've got some backyard space. We're right across the street from a new proposed park with the city of Canby, and which is also like just bare land right now. So really cool setting here. I think what's kind of cool is that this whole community is kind of surrounded by farmland. And, you know, while there is some newer construction homes, you've also got the older homes. This is I believe a early 2006 to be exact, property. So, you know, it's an established home. You've got some established foliage out here, and really good, you know, bang for your buck when it comes to getting some home and space in this beautiful town of Canby. Look at this view behind us.
All right, thanks so much for joining us today as we discovered Canby together. If we missed something or you have questions, drop your comments below. You guys are very vocal. We always appreciate that. We love the feedback. Keep it clean, nice. And we'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.